Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a review on a palette that I recently hauled and told you guys I would do a full review and swatch video. It is the Bare Minerals Neutrals palette. Now, let me grab the box for you. So here's what the box looks like. It is actually the Neutral Attraction palette. This palette retails for $42. I have seen this at Ulta. I have seen this at Macy's. So if you don't have one, you probably can find it on the other. I have not checked the Bare Minerals website to see if it is available there. So this one intrigued me because one, I absolutely love Bare Minerals in general. I love their eyeshadows and I own quite a few of their pigments as well as their quads. So, this one in particular comes with 6 eyeshadows, 2 blushes, a highlighter, and a bronzer. So whenever I see a palette that kind of has everything all in one, I really do appreciate that because sometimes I don't have the time with kids and work. I really don't have the time to sit there and pick at things. There are days where I am in a rush. I need something quick. I need something simple, and this is great for that. So this is what the inside of the palette obviously looks like. Well, not the inside, but I mean like the actual palette itself. So inside you get a really nice mirror in here, and it states the attraction is neutral or mutual. I'm sorry. The attraction is mutual, and then it has the Bare Minerals on there. I haven't taken off the sticker just to not blind you guys. But here is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. It comes with 1, 2, 3 mattes and 2 satin and 1 shimmery, but the shimmery one does not come off as shimmery as it shows on the actual palette. You do get 2 blushes. This one right here has a sheen to it, and this one is completely matte. Here is your highlighter, and then here is your bronzer. I will have swatches of this so you guys can see this. I will post it on here right now so you guys can take a look at it for yourselves and see the pigmentation and the vibrancy of the actual eyeshadows. Now these eyeshadows are a bit powdery, so you will get a powder kick up. With this one in particular called Heavenly Halo, I did notice that I got some bunching up of the eyeshadow, which means typically that the eyeshadows are super soft. If you like the Lorac Pro type of eyeshadows, you're going to like these because they have the same type of format, the same type of consistency, and the same type of payoff. Now with the blushes, it's not as powdery, but you do get some powder kick up with these, as well as the highlighter, and the bronzer is very nice. Now before I go on with this palette, I am going to be upfront with you. This palette is amazing for a specific type of audience or consumer. This is not for everyone, and it will not be for everyone. This is perfect for those with mature skin, those that do not like a lot of eyeshadow color, those that like absolutely neutral and natural eyeshadow looks, and don't like something like what I am wearing right now on my eyes. You want something simple, to the point. You just want to kind of accentuate your crease. You want a little bit of some sort of gleam on your eyelids, nothing too potent and out there. This is a type of palette that is perfect for you. The blushes again are also natural and a flush within. They're not super pigmented, but they do have some natural nice color. You do have to build them up if you really have if you really want that to show more. Again, the highlighter is the same way. Very subtle, a glow within. It has no shimmer, it has no sheen. It is not a in-your-face highlighter at all. I absolutely love it for that reason, because it's different and unique to everything that I own. Every time I pull this out to wear it, I got a super natural, everyday look. This is the perfect palette to use for that no makeup look. That's bottom line, that's what this palette is. For no makeup. If you don't want to show that you do have makeup on, but you obviously want to put something on, this is the palette for you. This is not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and I completely understand that. But the reason I love it is because this is one of those palettes I can reach for. I have everything in here that I need as far as face products, and I don't have to worry about it being too much if I'm in a rush or if I want something natural in it. I have worn the blushes on their own as well as together, and both ways look absolutely beautiful. The sheen in here is not, see how very soft that is? It's not super in your face type of highlight or blushes. And the other thing that I mentioned is you don't see any powder kick up with any of the face products. The only one I would say probably bunches up a little bit is the highlighter, and here is the highlighter right there. It is very natural. It's more of a rosy highlight. It's not a white, it's not champagne. It's more of a rosy pink highlight. It did look very natural, a glow within. This did last all day on my eyes and as well as my face. I didn't feel like it faded too much. It did fade a little bit, but not as much as other palettes have done. So it does have a nice staying power. And here is the bronzer. If you're seeing, this is a very natural bronzer. I honestly thought this bronzer was going to be a little bit darker than I expected, but it's beautiful. And if you're looking at this palette and you're wondering, well, I don't have a transition color, I've used this bronzer as my transition color, and it is beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful transition color. The other thing that I do like about this is you get cooler tone eyeshadows in here. It's very natural and neutral, but the cooler tone eyeshadows are very, very pretty, and the colors that they chose are very what's the word, flattering. They're very flattering on your eyes, and they're just not too much. I'm going back to this color again in a Heavenly Halo. When I first saw it, as you can see, it's very, very pigmented, very potent, and very powdery because it's so soft. But when you blend this out, you can also use this as your highlight if you prefer this type of highlight. Can you see that? Look how pretty that is. This will turn into a beautiful highlight. I loved it on my eyelids, and I loved it as an actual cheek highlight. So you do get some shadows where you can use as both. This one right here was beautiful. This is more like a cooler tone mauve brown. Look how pretty that is. You don't need a lot to build these. They're very soft. As you can see, look how pretty that is. And look, I'm really rubbing this away, and it's still staying there. So it does have really nice staying power on your eyes. This is the one that I want to mention to you guys. This is the darkest color you have, and if you look very close on it, it has gold flexes to it. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it does have gold flecks to it. But once you blend this out on your crease, you blend it out. As long as you don't pack this on, this is a color that you can use to deepen outer V colors or to use as a liner. So I'm going to show this to you strongly. See how strong that looks? You can use this as an actual outer V, and if you pack it on, you're going to see the glitter flecks in there. Can you see that glitter flecks? But if you blend this out really nicely on your outer V or in your crease, you're not going to see so much of the glitter in it. It's not this obnoxious glitter or too much of it where it's just going to look like you have some shimmery eyeshadow in your crease. So that's the darker one. That's the only one that I have seen that has glitter in it. Or it's not so much glitter, but it's like shimmer to it, and it will show if you pack it on. This one, when you don't have this one, when I got this one, it looked like it had silver flecks to it, but once you use it, and it just kind of looks like an overlay. It's very, very, very faint. It's not as noticeable as it is with this one right here. So this one does have glitter in it, but it's silver, but you can't really tell. This one, I would say you would notice it the most because it's gold, and when you pack it on, you will notice it. So overall, I do love this palette. Again, I feel like this is for certain consumers. It's not for everyone, and it will not be for everyone. If you're the type of person that is You just really don't want to use too much color on your eyes, on your face in general, and you just want something simple, everyday, wearable, that's user friendly. This is a great palette to have. This is great again for like a preteen, somebody who's starting out with makeup. You don't want your daughter to have too much on her eyes, but you also want her to play around a little bit. This is a great palette for that as well. It's a one-stop shop. Everything is in here for you. I love the packaging. It is sturdy. It is a nice heavy packaging, and it's sleek. It's nice. It's travel friendly as well because you can have this. It's thin enough to travel with, and you have everything you need, and a really nice generous mirror as well. I love this. I love this for me personally, those days that I am just in a rush. I have errands to run. I really don't want to do too much to my face. I have the kids to deal with, and this is just perfect for me to grab and go. I love this palette. I really did enjoy it. I really can't find anything negative about it, with the exception of maybe if you don't like powdery eyeshadows, you don't like really soft eyeshadows, or you don't feel like the pigmentation is there, you need to take your time with it. This may not be for you and you may not like it, but overall it's a great palette. I did like it. I really do like it. I didn't think I would. I'm gonna be honest with you, I really didn't think I would because it looks so natural, but once I played around with it, I realized the whole concept behind the eyeshadow palette, and I think it's great considering that most of us do love, personally, I love pigmented eyeshadows and I love a pop of color, but there are times where it's not appropriate or it's just not in the cards. It's not there. You just don't have the time. And with eyeshadow that are pigmented and eyeshadows that have color, you have to take your time with. Make sure that it is nicely put and blended out. Otherwise, you're going to look like a hot mess. So that is my review on this Bare Minerals, the Neutral Attraction palette. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the family. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video if you did like it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in my next video. And don't forget that a smile is the best makeup a girl can wear.